Welcome back to Hot Topics TV, y'all. Listen, I've been trying to do more of these kind of videos where we sit and talk because I find these videos go over better than, just talking from behind the scenes and whatnot and showing you a picture slides. So, welcome and enjoy the vibe. For those of you who don't know, I have another channel on YouTube which is called Souflo TV, Souflo TV. If you're not subscribed over there, then go ahead and subscribe over there. It's a much bigger channel than this channel, but it's a completely different format. Alright? So, Mystikal, shake it fast, but watch yourself. Shake it fast. Show me what you're working with. Mystikal, man. Headlines from the Los Angeles Times says that rapper Mystikal arrested again in Louisiana and faces charges of rape, robbery, and battery. Now, when you listen to Mystikal's charges, listen, let me be real with you. The first time Mystikal went down like this, he went out bad. And I said to myself, this can't be, because I grew up in that era, right? I come from the era of the tank. Remember when Mystikal was with Master P and, boom, 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 here I go, here I go. That was tearing up the South. So Mystikal was endeared to like all of us. And to see him go out on a rape charge before, and given the circumstances under which it happened, I was like, yeah, buddy, that's rape. I don't care how much money she took from you. The way you went about getting your money back was rape. Understand? But anyways, some people justified it, and we're going to talk about this, but let's get through this first. I said from a long time ago, if Mystikal finds himself in another situation where he is accused of rape, then I'm going to start to look at him like he's a rapist. I don't know. I mean, one time is enough for something like that. You would never get another chance to call my name on some shit like that ever again. But let's talk about it. Grammy-nominated rapper Mystikal has been arrested again in Louisiana and charged with first-degree rape, among several other violent charges. First-degree rape. God damn. The shake your ass and danger. Been so long. Mystikal had them bangers, man. Mystikal was arrested over the weekend after local law enforcement officials responded to an area hospital. The victim took herself to a hospital. She was about that, right? Either she was trying to make sure that her charges stuck, so when it's time for her to get some monetary compensation, that would happen, or she was just feeling victimized, and she was like, let me take myself to the hospital and make sure I get a rape kit so this person gets prosecuted for what he did. Also get checked out to see if this man gave me anything, right? Alright, so police got called to the hospital where there was a victim complaining of being raped, and she sustained minor injuries. She identified the rapper as the suspect. The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office said in a media release, a mugshot of the hip-hop star was also posted on the sheriff's Facebook website page. Yo, going out bad, bruh. Mystikal is now 51 years old. I don't know what at 51 you're trying to be charged for rape. Mystikal, 51, whose real name is Michael Tyler, was then arrested and booked after he was identified by the victim into the Ascension Parish Jail. I should say alleged victim, I wasn't there, and charged with first-degree rape, simple robbery, domestic abuse battery, strangulation, false imprisonment, and simple criminal damage to property. That's a lot of damn charges. A lot of charges. First-degree rape, simple robbery, domestic abuse battery, strangulation, false imprisonment, and simple criminal damage to property. He's awaiting arraignment at the jail, NBC News has reported. Representatives for the rapper did not immediately respond Monday to the New York Times request for comments concerning the situation. His whole team is hush-hush. I went and looked up Mystikal's net worth. Not that these things are valid to an extent, but it gives you a ballpark figure. And he is estimated to be worth about, his net worth then, about $1 million. So Mystikal didn't make off with the bag. He might be doing better than a lot of us who aren't at $1 million status in life yet, as far as your net worth goes. But net worth means that you liquidate all assets and put that value together, and you come up with only $1 million. So, you know, a lot of people are saying Mystikal went through a lot in the industry, and at this point, he should be an OG, a vet, living in a $5 million house. His house alone should be worth $5 million. But hey, we don't know people's life story, and you know, back in the day when people were making a lot of money, it was limousines and fast girls. Money, clothes, and hoes is what the saying went, right? Money, clothes, and hoes, and sometimes you powder your nose. That's how they went. You know, a whole lot of drug doing, a whole lot of crazy life, and they were living that. Some people saved their money and invested well, and some didn't. But this ain't about his finances. This is about his damn rape charges that he keeps on getting, because this is the third time. 3 times a charm, my boy. 3 strikes, you're out. The Stutter rapper was convicted almost 2 decades ago of sexual battery after pleading guilty to charges in 2003. Now pay attention to this. Hoping to lessen the potential life sentence that a rape charge can carry in Louisiana, he served 6 years in prison and was released in 2010. Them 6 years went by fast. But I think Mystikal might have got damaged in them 6 years behind bars, because there ain't no way you send me to prison for 6 years and I come out and my name is called in the same thing again. It's just not gonna happen. More recently, he was cleared of a 2016 allegation of rape and kidnapping. The New Orleans born, listen, more recently he was cleared of a 2016 allegation of rape and kidnapping. The New Orleans born artist had been indicted in 2017 on separate rape and kidnapping charges, and he spent another 18 months in jail before being released in 2019 on a $3 million bond. And they came up with that $3 million bond and able to pay, in order to pay it with a record deal, an advance from a record deal, which means some record company now owns him, and also money that his family had been able to raise together. So he was given bond from the beginning, but he had to sit for 18 months until he could actually come up with the money. So again, it's not like he has a whole lot of money to throw around. What? How much is the bond? 3 mil? Boom, here it is, straight out my account. He didn't have that kind of money. He sat for 18 months. And again, this is strike. Actually, this was strike 3, because strike 2, he got cleared. So let's say, okay, he got lucky with that one. He already did 6 years. Got lucky with the 2016 allegations of rape and kidnapping. Got cleared from that one. Then went in for another rape and kidnapping, did 18 months because he could not come up with the bond money for that. And when they finally came up with the bond money, he was let out. And this was reported by the Associated Press. The Caddo Parish District Attorney in Louisiana dropped those charges against him after a second grand jury declined to bring an indictment. In 2021 interview with AP, the rapper appeared remorseful, and he acknowledged that his past put him in a horrible fraternity, of rapists. When I look back, he said, at listening to the music, man, I was a nasty little rapper. He said, a lot of my music now, I imagine myself rapping it to God, and if I can rap it, I'm proud. So in other words, he's trying to clear up and clean up his music, you know, and he's saying that his past was, you know what? It kind of reminds me of R. Kelly. It's like R. Kelly was singing about stuff that he was actually doing, but we thought it was just music, right? Remember when Mystikal said, I came in with my dick in my hand. Don't meet me leave here with my foot in your ass. Be cool. Hold up. And then shake it fast. But watch yourself. Shake your ass, bitch. Show me what you're working with. Anyhow, Now, Mystikal captured a stardom with Master P, No Limit Records back in the 1990s. Before that, he was an established artist with the regional smash hit, Here I Go, and all that. His self-titled debut in 1995, The Mind of Mystikal, crowned him a prince of Southern hip-hop, and 1 million fans purchased his first No Limit album in 1997's Unpredictable. He followed up with the 1997 Ghetto Fabulous, a studio album that features Snoop Dogg, Master P, Busta Rhymes, all that. Him and Busta kind of had that kind of fire spit kind of style. His Let's Get Ready album featured 2000 Shake Your Ass, radio title Shake It Fast, produced by the Neptunes, and his vocals for Pharrell Williams. The song earned Mystikal a 2001 Grammy nomination, and he earned 2 more nominations for his 2001 track, Bouncing Back, Bumping Me, You Keep Bumping Me Against the Wall, and that song album Tarantula. In 2004, amid his legal woes, his original label Jive Records released 2 compilations of the rapper's music, Prince of the South and The Hits and Chopped and Screwed. And that's about all for Mystikal so far. Shout out to Nadine Saad for that article that we were able to reference from over at the Los Angeles Times. Here's my thing. One of them times when Mystikal first went to prison, okay, you gotta understand what happened. Mystikal had a female that was working for him as a hairdresser. He claimed that she took some money, upwards of about $80,000 in checks from him. He found out she stole the money, so what he did was, he got a couple of homeboys, they went over there, they locked her in a room, and they sexually assaulted her. Basically, it was like this: you took my money, and if you're not gonna give me my money, I'm gonna f my money out of you, right? You're gonna be in here slobbing knobs and licking sacks and all that in order till we get our money back. The actual judge in this case referred to this as he forced her to do sexual acts continuously, right? And as far as I heard, everybody in the room got a slob down, right? So she testified against him for that, and that's what he went to jail originally for. Now, some people are like, shit, you stole the man money. See, that's what we do. We make people feel good about their guilty shit that they did. And Mystikal should know that that was wrong. Regardless of how much money she took from you, it was rape. So after that came another rape charge and another rape charge. One of his other incidents after that actually was a domestic issue with the mother of his 2 children. I don't know if he held her down and took it from her, or if, domestic fights can get very ugly when people no longer care about each other, no longer love each other, and just want to hurt each other instead of separating from each other. So I'm not in his life, I don't know, but one of those was that. And they decided they weren't going to bring charges against him, so the charges were dropped. And now here he is again on another rape charges. Either this point, it's either somebody is looking at Mystikal and they're saying, I could get a bag off of him. Shit. You may not be worth a lot of money in the eyes of people who have 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, but to a broke person from the hood who's suffering, you got $1 million, or your net worth is $1 million, you got a bag. And I could get a piece of that bag. 100,000 out your pockets is enough for me to start a whole new life. So is it that people are coming at him because they know his past and they're thinking that's a charge that might be easier to stick to him? Or is it that he's really out here doing this? You decide. But like I said in the beginning, after he did them 6 years and he came out, I said to myself, if they ever call your name on any rape again, I'm going to automatically assume you did it, bro. Because if it was me and I got to go do 6 years and I came back, if I went in for 6 years for drugs, you would never hear my name called on drugs again. I would walk so far away from drugs that drugs would be a distant memory. So would rape. I wouldn't mess with no strange females anymore. I wouldn't, put myself in a situation, and a lot of times that's what happens. You put yourself in a situation and you end up in this kind of a situation. It doesn't look good either way. And it's sad to see a great talent like that go out like that. You think he did it? Rape, strangulation. They're not charging you for strangulation unless they seen some finger marks around this female's neck or something like that. You know, these charges don't look good, and they do carry a lot of time. In the state of Louisiana, a rape charge actually carries a life sentence. So this could be pretty bad for Mystikal. He could very well be staring down a barrel of a double-eyed, sawed-off life sentence, bro. Leave your comments in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next video. It's Hot Topics TV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and we'll be back with more video. You already know if it's hot, we're on it. And subscribe to my other channel over at SoFlo TV as well. If you into that Caribbean thing, Jamaican thing, them something there. Alright? I'm out. Peace.